Today on The Real. All week, NeNe Leakes is guest hosting.
And girl chat will never be the same.
I don't think anybody thinks they're knight in shining armor
yeah.
riding on a white horse, but he could ride up in a white Rolls Royce.
Then, couple dieting disasters. Tamara, you can have this ice cream. It has dark chocolate in it. Plus, we go classic with Jidenna. And he's getting squared.
You all are winners. The Real.
This is my
for some girl chat, yeah? Now, you may have noticed that our girl Jeannie isn't here today. Well, she's traveling with The Real on the road. As you guys have seen, she's killing it out there, isn't she?
She
is. Doing an amazing job. We miss you, Jeannie. But guess who is here? She needs no introduction, but she's gonna get one anyway, and here it goes. She's an actress, a fashion designer, a TV personality. From The Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's our friend NeNe Leakes. Get comfortable in that seat because you are going to be with us all week. How do you feel about that?
Oh, I love it. I'm ready to have some fun.
Yay!
And a lot of gossip.
Yes.
A lot of gossip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a lot of tea to spill.
NeNe.
Yeah?
Reports are speculating that both you and Kim Zolciak are in talks to return to The Real Housewives of Atlanta. But, but there's also...
Blowing on my tea.
Yep, there's also speculation that some of the current cast members aren't too happy about that.
What?
Yep.
Can you believe it? The nerve.
Yep.
What?
TMZ recently caught you outside and asked you
Show
about
the
it. NeNe.
Look at Tamara.
What's really going on?
Girl, what's really going on? Lonnie?
Hey!
I have NeNe.
Well, let me just say, I do not believe that the girls that I've worked with on The Real Housewives of Atlanta will be anywhere grouping up together trying to figure out for me or Kim not to come back.
Got it.
I don't believe that. You know, I know people watch the show and they really want to see conflict and they want to make things up, but I do not believe that these girls will get on the phone and try to figure out a way for me not to come back. I just don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, where do you think this came from?
Gossip.
Okay.
You heard?
Yeah,
You heard that?
yes.
It's just gossip. It's just people wanting to see us be catty with each other. Sure, we've had different beefs on the show, but at the end of the day, we all understand what that is.
Exactly.
Got it.
It's our job. They would
Right.
not do that.
Yeah. People definitely do just try to stir up drama. They plant a seed so that they can get a reaction from you and kind of even start some bickering. But
It won't
that's an
happen.
interesting start.
Actually, in that tape, Cynthia was in the car with me.
Oh, okay.
That was Cynthia sitting beside me.
What did she say?
They just don't want me to be great if they're doing something like that. But no, Cynthia knows. We know. I mean, you know, when you're working with girls like you guys do, I kind of know what someone would say and what they would do.
Right.
And you can't let people put things into your head.
Absolutely.
And I will not accept that.
Absolutely.
Smart. Very, very smart.
Can I ask a question? Why are you coming back? Is it because they just miss you or they love you? What?
I didn't say I was coming back.
Oh.
Now, that would be Lonnie saying that. I didn't say I was coming back. I didn't say I was asked back. I didn't say I wasn't asked back. I'm just simply saying, look, Bravo and the Housewives is where I began.
Yeah.
Right.
I will always be loyal to Bravo and the Housewives. That's just who I am. And if they called me and said, NeNe, we need you right now, I'm there. Whatever the situation is, I want to see the show succeed. It depends on all of our careers.
That's
I'm there.
Okay.
Got it.
I like that. I like that. speak that truth, okay?
That's how it's supposed to work.
That's it, you know? Well, we love you on there. So speaking of the truth, we're going to get into some more stuff. I want to get your opinion on this. Halle Berry recently spoke out during a Q&A for the City Summit Gala. The actress, who has been married 3 times, said, and I quote, "As women, we go into marriage thinking it's going to last forever and that this is our prince on a shiny horse. That's what fairy tales taught me as a kid, and I'm kind of anti-fairy tales today."
Really?
So, ladies.
Wow.
NeNe, what you think? I mean, does happily ever after really exist?
Happily ever after really exists.
I think so.
Yes, it does. It really does. You know, sometimes I get kind of irritated when I hear women, because they've been in a bad relationship or they had a breakup, they start acting like, all men are this, all men are that. Look, any couple that you see that's been in a relationship for 20, 30, 40 years, obviously they have gone through something. There's no couple that hasn't gone through anything.
Yeah, for sure.
What makes it a fairy tale is that you get to the other side.
Boom.
Very, very true.
You better say that.
It's about the journey.
It's about the journey. I feel like I'm on a fairy tale. I love my husband. Obviously, I've been married and divorced and still married to the same man. You know what I'm saying? Like, who marries the same guy?
So you, who marries the same guy? But we even talked about this.
Yeah.
You guys got divorced. How long were you guys apart?
About 2 years.
And then you got back together.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is a fairy tale. Look, I'm not saying that the way I did my relationship, someone else should do theirs, but I felt like at that time in my relationship, you have to teach people how to treat you.
It's true.
And so that's all I'm doing. I just let him know this is not what I'm accepting.
Yeah.
And when you get it together, I'll still be here because I still love you. So when he got himself together, he was back over here. And honey, I'm still Miss Leakes.
And that's true love.
Yeah.
That definitely is true love.
That's true love.
And I think when I hear happily ever after, to me, it doesn't mean that it's perfect.
Correct.
No.
Because I don't think any marriage is perfect. I think marriage is what you make it out to be.
Yes.
And
Oh, God.
What?
This
Fine,
girl.
Lonnie. I honestly, Adam and I, we choose to be happy.
Yes.
And we choose to respect and honor each other. We genuinely love each other.
That's
and we work hard at it every day to make sure it stays that way.
That's right.
That's being happily married.
That's right.
I think people give marriage and love a bad name because, yes, they do watch these fairy tales. And guess what? Your fairy tale may not be someone else's fairy tale.
Well,
that's also really important. Everybody's fairy tale is different. Somebody's has a divorce in the middle of it and it ends up great. It's a beautiful story for them. That's their your fairy tale may be something else. So I think watching a movie and saying, well, this is exactly how it's going to be. He's going to be on a white horse and he's going to be in, shining armor. That's not, I think that's where people take it too far.
Right.
And I don't think anybody thinks their husband or their knight in shining armor is riding on a white horse, but he could ride up in a white Rolls Royce. That would be the real.
But that would be your fairy tale. You know what I'm saying?
At the bank.
Somebody else, a white Honda Accord is going to be their fairy tale. And that's just fine.
This is my issue with fairy tales.
What is your fairy tale,
This is the issue I have with fairy tales for young children, especially girls.
Yeah.
It programs girls into this, and I think that's what Halle is going to, into this thinking that this is what is going to happen. You always hear about Beauty and the Beast. Why the man can be ugly, but the woman can't? You never heard of the Prince and the Frog Face bitch. You never heard of that. You never.
But it's true. That is so real. That is so real.
You okay, Tam?
I am. I'm just trying to figure out, would I watch that?
You know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You see how you see, and I'm just worried that little girls are programmed when they hear these fairy tales and then they get into certain positions, because sometimes when you start off in a relationship, like I can say I've honestly hung around all of your husbands and your relationships, and they're true relationships. And then I've hung around people that have had bad relationships.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that it's just, we just have to make sure that we're careful when we're talking about fairy tales to our young children.
That is true.
And young girls.
I agree with that. I do have to give my parents and my friends props for telling me the reality of marriage before I got married.
Yeah.
So I knew what to look for and what I was going, to get into. My mom, she is so real, and I think that's the reason why I am on a show called The Real. Miss Darlene. I remember having my first heartbreak, and I remember crying to her, saying, "Oh my gosh, Mommy, I'm just so hurt." And I remember her hugging me, looking at me, saying, "Honey, this hurts me. I'm hurt because you're hurt, and it breaks my heart. However, this is probably not the last time this is gonna happen to you."
Right.
Yeah.
That's
And
real.
I remember in the moment, I was like, well, dang, geez.
Yeah.
But guess what, you guys? She was right.
Yeah.
She set me up for that reality so that I learned in the future how to protect my heart just a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right.
So thank you, Miss Darlene, for that.
Go, Miss Darlene.
Miss Darlene.
I love that.
I love that. Well, you may still believe in finding your Prince Charming. Some of you may still believe that. But once you meet him, you probably want to make sure that he's well groomed. It's about to get real interesting, folks.
no.
According to Men's Health magazine, when it comes to manscaping, here is what women want. No back hair, a little bit of chest hair, a well-trimmed and washed beard, and no unibrow.
Yes.
Yes, no? You guys agree, you don't? So, Nene, when it comes to your man, how do you like him to groom himself, and how what are the musts when it comes to hygiene for you?
For me, you must brush your teeth, okay?
Let's start with the basics,
Okay,
people.
that's it. You must brush your teeth, okay? Let's start there.
The Hulk.
My husband and my sons, they have a routine, though. They go to the barber every week. So
Yeah.
I love a man who always keeps his hair cut
Yeah.
and nicely shaved. And, it doesn't hurt that my man really likes to wear cologne. I like a good-smelling man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good looking.
I like
That
that.
works
He
for
is
me.
very dapper.
very handsome.
The good
Yeah.
thing about Greg and, me, I don't have to really worry about hair. Greg doesn't have hair on his back. He may have 2 hairs on his chest, honey, but he ain't really got no hair.
Yeah, but
But he likes to stay very well groomed himself. He even goes with me to get manicure and pedicure. He gets one as well.
yes, I
See,
love
that's
that.
what I like. I like a man with some clean, big feet, okay? I like little feet, but if he got some big feet, yeah, I could do something with that.
Lonnie, you too much.
Tam, you and I are similar in this way. We like our guys a little bit more rugged. And my husband is super the opposite. Like when we first started dating, he always was like either he has a beard, but he always keeps it really. I actually like it when it grows out and it's a little bit more salt and pepper. And like if we're on vacation, if he lets it grow out a little bit more, I like that.
I'm not mad at
really
that.
When it's a little more scruffy.
Yeah.
But if it was up to him, he's actually OCD level, like clean,
That's good.
leaning on the hairless cat side, which I don't like. I actually prefer.
I have to say, I never thought I would like this, but I love a hairy man.
Do you?
Yeah,
I do.
Look at Tamara. You got
I
a
do.
girl.
Adam is very hairy, just everywhere. He does have hair.
Much information.
No, he has hair on his back, but I don't mind. And I love his hair chest. I just like to play in that salt and pepperness. I love it.
Go
That
ahead,
is
girl.
sexy.
And he has
That
a
is
scruffy
sexy.
beard.
His has chest hair, no back hair, but he has chest hair, and I like
So
that.
sexy.
I like the salt. I love it.
Me too, and I like the salt and pepper beard.
Yeah.
I like salt and pepper beard.
Yeah, I prefer. You see that? Oh
I
my
love
God.
it that way when it's a little scruffy.
Yes.
I love that.
I don't mind kissing that either.
That is so hot. That is sexy.
Go ahead, Tamara.
Really,
You better
Tamara?
lay with
Yes,
a bear.
it is. I love it, and I had no idea. He's the only
When
hairy
did it
man.
hit you that you liked it?
When I started dating him.
But she met him.
Yes, before Adam, they weren't hairy.
They wasn't?
No,
Like,
they weren't. I swear. Lonnie, whatever.
There are literally guys that take everything off.
I know. I don't
How
like
do you guys
that.
feel about that? Like
don't
completely
like that.
bald,
I don't
everything.
wanna-
They wax their arms, their back, their chest, their.
I don't want to have more
Bald.
hair than my man. I don't.
You don't want to have more hair than your man.
I mean, what? Wait.
Well, you
I think
can
that's the other way.
Well,
I
want him to have less hair
I
than
want to have. I don't know.
You want
I
Adam
want
to
my
be
man to
hairier
have
than you.
more hair than me.
Yes,
Okay, yeah.
obviously.
yes,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Oh,
Do we all agree that that should always be the case?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what else I don't like in a man? I don't like when a man is missing that tooth right here. You know?
Yeah, oh my God. Dental hygiene altogether.
You know, they smile. And it's
You
just
are
black
great.
right here.
I like men with nice teeth.
Doesn't it look like their breath just stank?
Yeah. It's like, dog.
Why that cat with
I don't know.
Get a cat.
Nah.
Yes,
cat.
get a cat.
She's
Yes,
like,
please
get a
do.
cat.
We all know that losing weight is hard, but when you're doing it as a couple, it can actually end up ruining your relationship. In order to prevent disaster, the Washington Post has a few tips. For instance, make the process fun by doing an activity together, and don't be the food police. Ladies, have you ever tried to diet with your partner?
Absolutely. Me and Iz did it for the wedding.
Yeah.
We were getting, and I thought it was the greatest thing because we were both really sad and miserable together. Like, if I'm not eating, you're not gonna be eating either. Like, I'm not gonna be here starving and you're here ordering all the carbs that are on the menu. Like, I just feel like if we could do it together, we both have the same goal in mind, we both encourage each other, and like, you know, I don't mind being I actually need a food police officer in my life. I need somebody to be like, babe, you worked way too hard. You just did 45 minutes of cardio. Is that worth it? I actually would prefer that somebody say that than that, you know, all that hard work just goes down to drain if you letting me eat cheesecakes and things of that sort.
That is true.
Well, see, this is my problem. I date two guys at the same time. So one of them is dieting and the other one's not. You know what I'm saying?
You go to cheat with him?
Right.
Literally.
And so that's why it's easy for me, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to eat a salad, and then in 2 hours, I'm going to go have a real meal with Woodrow. So there you go.
Yeah, that works. Do you guys get competitive?
Oh, God.
Have you ever tried?
Well, that doesn't work for me at all. My husband is very happy with being PHAT, honey. He is fat fine, and he has no problem with it. So dieting with Greg is not the answer. Okay. I've gone on diets. Greg come to bed with cupcakes, Cokes, all kinds of stuff.
Greg is murder.
No, he doesn't hurt. Yeah, it hurts me. I'm like, Greg, you know I'm not doing this. He put cookies on my nightstand. I'm like, I'm not eating cookies.
Yeah,
like, seriously, help me, work with me. Greg does not work with you on a diet. Greg is like, I'm very happy eating. Okay, and if you're not on if you're on a diet, Nene, you're on the diet, but I'm not. And
exactly.
It's very hard because I want to order like, you know, a healthy meal, and Greg is like, and she's having a dessert.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't really, no, he's not helpful in that way. My husband, yes, he's not helpful. He actually drives to the mailbox. You know, Greg is not one of those.
He don't walk.
No, Greg is not working out. Now, Greg is not interested in working out.
Oh, God.
He's not interested at all.
Oh,
now, once we tried to, like, both cut out bread together, and, you know, we kind of failed at that. But he's fine with me doing my diet thing. He's just like, don't think I'm not going to be cooking. I'm cooking.
Oh,
that's right.
What about you, Tam?
It doesn't work for me either. Because Adam thinks that everything is good for you. Okay, let me give you an example, okay? So I would say, babe, I'm on a diet. I can't have any carbs. Let me tell you this again. I can't have any carbs.
Yes.
I come home, Adam makes me a stew, and then I see potatoes in there. He's like, potatoes are good for you. And I'm like, I know they are, but I can't have it.
Yeah.
Then I come home, he would say, Tamara, I baked fries for you.
Yeah.
Babe, I can't have fries. He said, sweet potato fries, they're good for you.
Yeah.
Then he would buy like ice cream. He's like, Tamara, you can have this ice cream. It has dark chocolate in it. Dark chocolate is good for you. I'm like, no, I can't do that. But with him, I don't know. He always he loses weight faster than I do. And it is so annoying. And he can eat those things and still lose weight. I can't.
I have the same issue, but
carbs.
Greg wants you to be fine, though. You're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. No, I want to be skinny.
Oh, my God.
saying?
Some people felt like they got competitive and actually were intentionally trying to sabotage their partner. I don't get the point of that. Like, I want you to look good. I don't want you to look
But no,
whack.
sometimes if they think that you're going to leave them, because that happened to me one time. I was dating a guy and and then he kept, you know, feeding me just to get me big so that I would stay with him. But it didn't matter. You know, I got big and left him anyway. I don't care. Now, when we do girl chat, we love to drop all the knowledge that we can.
That's right.
However, Reddit recently asked its users to name the most random, useless facts that they know.
Ooh.
Anaya 674 said the Statue of Liberty wears a size 879 sandal.
Wow.
Yeah, she got some big feet,
She
okay?
does.
That's a big girl, all right? An escaped mental pig says that penguins commit suicide if their partner has sex with another penguin.
No
Oh my
freaking way.
God.
Yeah, random.
Is that an
useless-
alternative fact or a real fact?
Hey, it's a useless random fact. That's what they say, you know.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
I want to know
is
what
crazy.
kind of facts are in you guys' head. What do y'all think?
Well, let me tell you, honey, I know that this is something that maybe you girls don't know, but pigs have orgasms for about 30 minutes.
What?
30
That's why
minutes.
bacon is so good. Bacon is,
Let me tell you.
bacon is
I
delicious.
never thought I'd
girl,
say
no,
I
that's
wanna be
real.
a pig.
Seriously,
30
and
minutes.
Lions mate about 50 times a day. Lions mate about 50 times a day.
I
Can
like
you
that.
believe that? That's why they so tired, child.
Oh,
You're
really?
right.
Yes, they lay around all
That's
day.
why they be
chilling.
like, the lion
Yes.
sleeps tonight.
Yes.
Because he's been doing it all day long.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
This
is
is real.
crazy.
Can you believe having an orgasm for 30 minutes?
sounds like
That must be
phenomenal.
amazing.
Okay.
I was wondering
Hey,
what it
I-
sounds
hey,
like.
hey,
I feel like
Nene.
my toes ain't never gonna look the same again.
You know what, Nene? If it happened 30 minutes for me, I'm in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? There's something wrong, you know?
How you know all this stuff?
That it's just useless facts. That's
Sure.
all I know.
Crazy.
Do you guys remember? You guys know Snapple, the drinks? There's this drink called Snapple,
Yep.
and in the tops, in the cap,
have
you
the
would
facts.
open it and they would have Snapple Facts.
Yeah.
Well, people used to call me Snapple Facts because I'm just a fountain of useless information, people.
Yes.
And, like things like, did you guys know that if you put a goldfish in the dark, eventually it'll become white?
What?
Did you know that?
Really?
In the
Did you know
dark?
that in average, people will spend up to 2 weeks out of their life kissing? Like it'll all the time in their lifetime, it'll add up
Yeah.
to 2 weeks. You have the same birthday probably about 9 million people in the world, the same birthday.
Wow.
And the average person will eat 35,000 cookies in their lifetime.
That won't be me.
Useful information.
Well,
You are so good. She is good at trivia.
I just have
You
random
are.
stuff that I know.
Do you have
read
any,
it.
Tim?
I do. I'm
Anything
obsessed
like.
with sneezing. Yes.
Why?
Yes. People say God bless you when you sneeze because your heart actually stops a
That's
millisecond
right. That's
when
right.
you sneeze.
Yes.
You know that?
Makes me
Really?
nervous.
Okay, hear this one, you guys. If you keep your eyes open while you sneeze, an eye can pop out. Because of the force.
That's why we go.
Have you ever seen somebody sneeze with their eye open?
No,
feel
and
like
don't
I have.
try it.
And never
Apple
try
people.
it.
Don't do it.
Okay,
Wow.
here's another one. You can actually sneeze so hard, you fracture a rib.
Oh, now that sounds like
This
it's possible.
sneezing situation
That
sounds
sounds possible.
dangerous. Having allergies
That's
sounds
why we
deadly at
say,
this point.
God bless you when you sneeze.
'Cause it can be
Sneezing is dangerous.
I love that.
See, I just learned
Yeah.
so much information
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
As you can see, Jeannie's out with the reel on the road, but you guys, she'll be back soon. We miss you, girl.
Yeah.
Now, if there were an award for our best dressed guest, this guy would win it hands down. He's the Grammy-nominated classic man, and he's back with his debut album called The Chief. Please welcome Jidenna.
You are best dressed. Look at that, from head to toe. Look at your shoes. Oh my God.
Good to be back.
It's like,
I know, right?
No. It's so, oh, you a good-looking man. Stop it.
girl, let's all
Now,
just stare.
Welcome back to the show. We love when you come. You're so much fun. But I heard something. I want to know if it's true. Could you have been a Harvard grad?
I could have been a Harvard grad, but I actually applied to a lot of the Ivy League schools because my guidance counselor told me I couldn't get into any of them. So I was fighting really hard in my school, the whole affirmative action debate. You just got in because you black, and so I wanted to prove them wrong. And the school they said I definitely couldn't go to was Stanford. So when I got in, I was like, let me make sure that I go to that school, and I wanted to years later, have a song where I could say that I rejected Harvard and went to Stanford, so.
Wow. Like you said, going to Stanford was amazing, and you actually went to Stanford University with Issa Rae, who's actually the star creator of the hit show Insecure, which you're actually on.
Issa, I love that.
So what was that like going to school with her?
Man, Issa's, I mean, as fun as she is on the show, that's really her. That's her personality.
Wow.
I used to make music with Issa.
Really?
So she would do these, write screenplays. She'd do plays on Stanford's campus. We'd be in the dorm room kind of working together. I'd make and produce the music, and then she'd write. So we always had that working relationship. But she always wanted me to act, and I was like, I gotta put my album out first, you know, the music first, you know. And she said, all right, then put that out. As soon as you do, I'm gonna make sure that you acting. And she held true to her word. So my first real gig was with her.
Wow. I love people like that.
We need Issa to come on the show. I think she's ready to come, so tell her.
Love to have her.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Well, I know you attended the march in Washington, D.C. Yeah. Why was it important for you to do that and participate?
I mean, women have been deprioritized for so long.
Let them know.
And that's the day that women can say, hey, we are the priority today. How many times do you see men's marches and women are always there?
Yes.
So how could I not be there? You know?
That's amazing.
I love
Oh, that's awesome.
I would have been there if you was gonna be there.
Okay, Lonnie, we also learned that you were an intern at the Martin Luther King Institute.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
You also had to transcribe FBI files.
Yeah,
What did you learn from doing that?
I got those raw tapes that nobody heard.
Yeah.
I can't talk the way he did. I mean, I learned a lot. You know, I learned that he's a human, like all of us. I learned that, you know, he had a pistol during the Montgomery bus boycott at the beginning, and then he learned that it's a lifestyle thing, and he abandoned it. I learned that, you know, he used the N-word behind closed doors. But not as frequent as we do in my generation. But it was definitely a different era where your public life and your private life were totally different. You know?
Wow.
Well, we definitely have to also say congratulations on your debut album, which is called The Chief. I'm so curious about all this talk.
Oh, my.
What is the meaning behind the title, The Chief?
Well, I mean, the Chief is really a story about manhood, you know, redefining manhood, what that means to me as a person, and then my relationship with my father. He was in and out of my life, and like a lot of us, I went through that love-hate relationship. But in his passing, he passed the torch on to me, and I really came into my own as a man. My father had one proverb that kind of guided the album. He said, "You're not your own man until your father dies." And so that stuck with me, and that's why I dedicated it to him, who was a real chief in Nigeria.
Really?
Wow.
Now, we've all heard that two heads are better than one. Well, today, we'll put that saying to the test in one of our favorite games. It's time to play The Real Squared. All right, let's see the teams playing for the purple side of the audience. On team one, we have Adrian and my boo, Jidenna. And for the silver side of the audience on team two, we have Tam and NeNe. Okay, here's how it's gonna go down. Backstage, we separated everybody and asked them a few trivia questions. Now, you have your answers on your cards, and when asked, you'll have to hold them up. If you and your teammate both get the answer right, you'll get 1 point. If only one of you gets it right or both of you get it wrong, there's no points. The first team to score 2 points will win the game and a prize for their side of the amazing studio audience. Good luck, teams. Let's do this. Here's the first question. What was the name of the coffee shop the characters on Friends always went to? All right, Adrian, Jidenna, let's see your answers.
Too easy.
Central Park, the Chief
No,
Bistro.
Central Perk. It was Central
Perk. Oh, no, that ain't even Park. That is wrong, okay? Sorry, Adrian, you said Central Perk.
No, I said
And
Central
Jidenna,
Perk.
you said the Chief Bistro. The correct answer is...
Yeah, it is. Central Park.
Oh, that's Central Park. Okay.
She got it. It was me.
I'm right.
Okay, anyway, y'all got it wrong, both of y'all. Okay. Tam and NeNe, what are your answers? Tam, the Perk, Bar one. Oh. Y'all wrong, too. You said the perk. Okay, no point for nobody. Nobody, sorry. Okay, so the score is 0-0. Okay, let's get to the next one. What is the capital of Hawaii? Adrian or Jidenna? Honolulu. Hallelujah. Yeah.
Good job.
You can do it, Jidenna. You don't know about no
Come on, NeNe. Come on, NeNe.
You know about important stuff. Okay.
Come on,
You too.
Okay.
Okay. My brother was born in Honolulu, Hawaii.
NeNe. All right. It's a point for Tamara and NeNe. Okay, so now the score is 1-1. Let's get to the final question. This is for the bragging rights. Good luck. Name the largest brass instrument in an orchestra. Adrian and Jidenna.
I love being married to a musician.
Yes.
Tuba.
Tuba.
They got it right. So that's 1 point. All right. Tamara and NeNe. Come on. Tuba. Tuba. They got it right. So it looks like we've squared you guys up because you've tied. You all are winners. You're smart, okay?